Hey everyone, Lisa Nilsson here. I am hanging out with my friend Stacy.
That's me.
Hello. Stacy, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, who this is, and what you do?
So my name is Stacy Merritt. I am the owner of Saguaro Hair Studio in Snohomish, just outside of the historical district. This is Jesse introducing himself.
He's very friendly.
He is my shop dog. He comes to work with me every day. And I do hair.
Love it. How long have you been doing hair?
I have been doing hair, if you count education, 16 years.
That's phenomenal.
And have been at this location for a little over a year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So where did you start out and how did you get to where you are now?
So my education was Jean Juarez Academy in Northgate. That was a little bit over a year program. And then I applied at Cousins Hair Design and I was there for 14 years.
And where's Cousins?
Cousins is in Mount Lake Terrace.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So the commute was brutal.
Oh,
and then once this space and the opportunity for this space opened up, I did some research on what it would be to be a small business owner. And with great hesitation, took the leap and decided to try it out. And it's been just an awesome success and miles better than I ever thought it could have been.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you own your own shop. You get to decide everything.
All of it.
Right?
The ambiance, the decor, what products I carry, what products I won't carry. I'm actually, I was going to tell you about this. I am actually doing research on a new company called Green Circle Salons.
Okay.
So I just have to do a little bit more research myself, but it basically is a company that makes it so that any waste that I create between excess hair color, foils, plastic waste, even the hair that I take off of your head is recycled.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
I know. I'm super excited about it. So I just need to make sure that it is compliant with Washington State and what they require so that the place that I store all of this stuff isn't going against what the state of Washington requires of me.
Sure.
So I'm super excited about that. So that'll be my big 2020.
I love
Going
it.
green.
So tell us a little bit more, what sets you apart from other salons in the area?
I haven't visited a ton of the other salons in the area, so I can't speak for them, but for me specifically, I worked in a hustle and bustle salon for 14 years, and I loved it. I had coworkers, you got to visit with other people's clients. However, I didn't always get to choose my clients' ambiance. A lot of times, they were spending time that maybe they only got that quiet time away from their kids, and they were listening to a dialogue of people right next to them.
Sure.
Not always in control of what the conversation is or how loud it is or whatever. So this created an opportunity to control every bit of the space from the time that you walk in the door until the time that you leave. Making sure that you can have any beverage under the sun, making sure that the music can be your choice, the ambiance. I have candles burning all the time. I have books and magazines and anything that you could possibly want, and you have as long as you want to do it.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
What a relaxing, especially for us moms, right? We don't get away from our kids very often.
They're loud.
Because we love our children.
Yes.
Sometimes you just need a moment of quiet and to have your hair done and to walk out feeling beautiful. And so it's amazing that you offer that space for people.
And also, I will say, if you do have a scenario in which you had a plan to get your hair done and your sitter falls through, we're a completely closed-in space. So if you want to bring your kids here, I've got color crayons and color books and doors that close and lock. So they're stuck in here.
You're a mother as well. Got it.
Yeah. And if it's not broken, it's not breakable. So life happens in between appointments. So if that happens, then we can handle it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and I was noticing you have got lots of books everywhere. I'll take some pictures at the end here.
Yes.
But tell me about how you picked what you wanted this space to be like and what you wanted to offer your clients.
So books were actually my second purchase. My first one was wine glasses that have little cactuses on them.
Nice.
My second purchase ever were the books that came in here. And most of them I've read from cover to cover. And the big part of them are books that are fun and lighthearted and funny, but also from very serious, powerful women then encourage being yourself and being the best version of yourself, whatever that looks like for you. And they are truly books that you can pick it up, read a chapter, and if you only get through a chapter, you might want to buy the book when you leave or take it home, therefore rent, for free. But you might want to take it home with you, but it's not the kind of book that you couldn't grab something valuable from in just one chapter while you're sitting getting your hair colored for 45 minutes.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I've got a bunch of magazines in here too.
Because sometimes you need a little trash.
Yeah.
I get it. It's my whole life.
Oh, yeah. And phone chargers. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Love it.
Yeah.
So you've been a hairstylist for 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
You're relatively new into this space here. But tell me, what else do you like about this area? What attracted you to this area in the first place?
The historical district is incredible. You have everything from mom and pop shops to places that get their stuff from like corporate warehouses, but everything in between. You can cater to someone that is looking for a slice of pie and somebody that is looking for a quiet nook to do work, and everything in between, from getting gifts and getting their hair done. It really just is like a jack of all trades kind of area. Mm-hmm. And so you can just kind of get everything here.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And within walking distance, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So what are some of your favorite places to shop or eat in the area?
Gosh, so many. I love it.
So first of all, you mentioned pie.
Snohomish Pie Company is second to none. I mean, their appleberry crumble, it's really just single person serving if you try hard enough. It's fantastic, locally owned. They now have a location in Mount Lake Terrace, ironically right next to my old salon. But also, I mean, just fantastic restaurants everywhere. The Ram just opened up in Lake Stevens, which is fantastic. Family dining, which is always good for me, having a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. And honestly, I mean, my favorite places to shop, always Target. I mean, Target's just
you get lost in Target.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that so great?
I mean, you can find everything there. And then if I can't find it there, you've got TJ Maxx, you've got Michael's. They just opened up the new Ulta, which is just fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much building going on there, but I really feel like it's purposeful building. You don't have, I don't know, multiple of the same things going in. They're kind of like doing it seems to me, a really purposeful mix of the types of businesses that are going in.
That's
I'm
awesome.
loving it.
Yeah, for sure. I know it's really fun to see all the different development that's coming, and it is sometimes challenging to get across the trestle, to get into Everett, and so it's nice to be able to have everything you need right in this area.
Yeah. Well, and I live directly in between here and Lake Stevens. So I am dead center in the middle. So if I can't get it in downtown Snohomish, I get it in Lake Stevens. Yeah. And those are my two main shopping centers. If I can't get it there, then I usually just don't get it.
It clearly is not that important.
Between Target and TJ Maxx and Michael's and Hagen, and I mean, all these stores in between, there's no way that you're going to not find something. No. You know what I mean? I mean, they just kind of cover everything. Kind of got it all covered here. That's like the joke. Now that I've moved my business to Snohomish, people are like, do you ever leave? I'm like, why would I leave?
Why would you leave?
Why would I leave? I have everything here.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially Target. Get everything there.
So we've talked about your career. Mm-hmm. We know that you're a mom and a wife. You've got beautiful babies.
I do.
Besides work, what else do you like to do?
Oh, that's a hard one.
I know, right?
Oh, gosh. What do I like to do? I don't know. Honestly, I really have some awesome, valuable girlfriends. I love spending time with them. There are some beautiful restaurants in downtown Snohomish where you can go and just have a beautiful cocktail and just sit in their lush restaurants and just take it all in. Otherwise, I'm just a classic girly girl. I love to shop and I don't care where.
Nice.
Like I said, that new development that went in Lake Stevens, I was like, oh, I can park in one place and walk everywhere. And I didn't even have to be looking for something. I could tool around Michael's for 45 minutes and not even lose breath over it.
Oh,
just be like, okay, well, this is where I'm going to be.
I know.
I have Robert obsessed with it.
Good for you.
Michael's.
Good for you.
My little boy loves the craft store. I love it. trained well.
You're doing good things. Yes,
Oh, yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else that clients might need to know about you?
I'm a huge advocate for shopping local. So again, like I said, everything that I feel that I need in my life, I can get in town. Whether that be in downtown Snohomish or Lake Stevens, I really try not to get it anywhere else. We do have big box stores here. We've got, Costco's coming. That will happen. We've got Targets. We've got Fred Meyer's, Michael's, and all of these places. They are corporate, but they are local. So we are able to have that benefit our community as well. Yeah. But even smaller than that, all the candles that I carry are from a gal. She hand pours them in Monroe. Nice. It's my best friend's little sister. She works in town at McAuliffe's. And her candles are fantastic. They're completely 100% soy wax. They are, what's her wick? What is it? I'll come back to the wick. Okay, but super clean burning. I would say on average, out of this small of a candle, I get about 50 hours of a burn. Wow. And there is no residue on the side. They're my favorite thing. And I have an entire shelf of candles that I keep restocked, and she restocks me every week because I sell out of them. I mean, they're just fantastic. Oh, lead-free. Lead-free. Lead-free is the way.
You just had to get past it. It'll come back.
I just had to come back to it. So they don't get smoky. They aren't icky to burn in your house. I can burn them next to it, my white cabinets at home, and they don't leave any residue, nothing. Wow. I mean, they're just fantastic. So supporting local like that is huge for me. I don't take a commission on it. I just want her to have an area and a space where she can sell her stuff because it's quality goods. Yeah. And if I want to supply quality goods to my customers, then I have to carry it. I'm not going to make candles. I can't. I'm creative, but I'm not that creative.
You also do hair. I can't do this. You do this, right?
And the creativity part of that is fantastic, but it's the people part of it. The people part of it is what keeps me coming back. I mean, there were not a ton, but enough opportunities in my husband and I's time together where I probably could have chosen to be a stay-at-home mom. And I knew I would miss it. And maternity leave for 5 weeks, and I was like chomping at the bit to get back to work. So it's like being able to now transition my love for hair into creating a space and an environment and experience for people has been a total game changer. I mean, I thought I enjoyed my job before, and now it's just like next level. When people get excited when they walk in, that's just what I live for.
That is so exciting. It's so fun to watch somebody who clearly loves what they do and is so purposeful in what they do. Yeah. You don't just come to work every day, cut some hair, dye some hair, and go home. I mean, you are really creating a full experience here. It's a full
experience and relationships as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, my thing here is it doesn't happen often, but I can usually tell when, you get a new client in the door and maybe we're just not catching the same vibe. I'm not afraid to tell people no. I'm not afraid to tell people what their hair will and won't do because there are capabilities that are out of my control. And so sometimes people don't want to hear that, but the integrity of my business and the integrity of people's hair when they leave is important for me. Yeah. That comes down to the products that I put on their hair, the products that I send them home with, what I choose to carry in here and what I don't. So it's been great. Yeah.
I am so glad that we got to sit down. Thank you so much for doing this. Was it terrible? Did you have fun?
No, this is super fun. Yes. Way less stressful.
Good.
I'm not as spicy as I thought I was.
Don't have to edit out any swear words. We're doing great.
That is shocking.
It is shocking for the both of us.
Yes.
Good job.
The sailor.
Way
we did well.
Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to have your business interviewed, there's a button on the bottom, I think left here. You can, right there. I don't know. Sure. It's fine. We made it this far. Pull it together, girls. Okay. Click on the button. I'd be happy to interview. I'm so excited to be out in the community, getting to meet new business owners and just kind of seeing what's out in our area. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and have a great night, you guys. Bye.